Who turned out for Hollywood's $1 Million Night?
Will Washington help country music save the farm?
Does Spencer for Hire have enough firepower to outgun Miami Vice?
Will the real Linda Evans please stand up?
Entertainment Tonight is in the mood for Friday, September the 20th, 1985.
That's it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Weller.
And I'm Mary Hart. An all-star Hollywood gala featuring celebrities from the movies, television, and rock last night raised $1 million to fight AIDS. We have two reports, the first from Gene Wolfe.
We don't have the answers. None of us have the answers. Presumptuous of us to even think that we have the answers. But we do know that we have access to the money to get the answers. And I think that that's where Hollywood's heart always comes in, and we can do that.
The celebrities here expressed compassion and expressed alarm. They came to help with a show of support and a good Hollywood show.
With my heart, with your heart.
There was a duet by Sammy Davis Jr. and Carol Burnett. Richard Carpenter accompanied Diane Carroll. And there was the rock duo of Rod Stewart and Cyndi Lauper. Elizabeth Taylor presented the Commitment to Life Award to Betty Ford.
Tonight is about conquering that fear, and it's about saving lives.
Then Linda Evans introduced Burt Lancaster, who read the first public statement from Rock Hudson.
I'm not happy that I have AIDS, but if that is helping others, I can at least know that my own misfortune has had some positive work. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you to all my friends who are attending this evening, and to thousands who have sent their prayers, their thoughts, their love, their wishes, their support. Thank you.
Gene Wolfe, Entertainment Tonight.
Entertainment Tonight senior correspondent Rona Barrett covered the behind-the-scenes story last night. Rona?
Backstage at the benefit, Mary, for the AIDS Project LA, it was clear that the disease struck close to home for many of the evening's participants.
Everyone from Sammy Davis Jr. to Shirley MacLaine to Falcon Crest star Morgan Fairchild said they had a personal reason for fighting AIDS.
I had a friend who died of it 2 weeks ago, and it's not a pretty disease.
Diane Carroll, who also performed, conceded that AIDS also had become a matter of professional concern.
I know that we're all being a little more clinical in our behavior towards each other, in the heterosexual community as well as in the homosexual community. And I think that's true on the set as well. But I really don't think I would say I don't want to play a scene with an actor because I felt he was a homosexual.
AIDS activist and Poltergeist star Zelda Rubinstein had this response when asked if gay actors were being discriminated against because of the AIDS scare.
Yes, I do think it is going on.
Why don't you wish to name names? I mean, isn't this the only way that we can possibly bring it to the public's attention and make something positive out of it?
I think it's the responsibility of the people who have been discriminated against.
As the evening's co-chairperson, Elizabeth Taylor's concern was the government's lack of responsiveness to the AIDS crisis.
I think the government has been very slow, and I hope tonight will help, at least, in making people all over more aware.
Shirley MacLaine had this to say when she learned that President Reagan had sent a wire to be read by Burt Reynolds on the subject of AIDS.
I haven't seen the letter. Did he mention the word?
Later inside the ballroom, Reynolds began to read the presidential wire only to hear hissing.
We have discovered the caustic agents and I think we're talking about a man, I don't care what your political persuasion is. I took the time to send this telegram. If you don't want me to read it, then go outside.
Cher wanted to attack some of the misconceptions surrounding AIDS, though she was wearing braces and it was difficult to speak.
A friend of mine said, you know, these people are dying because they're promiscuous.
And I said, let me tell you something. If everyone that I know had to die because of promiscuity, everyone I know would be dead. You know, this is not, I don't believe this is God saying, you've been bad and I'm punishing you. I think it's a random choice.
The entertainment industry's fight against AIDS will not stop after one night's work. Organizers are now making plans for a concert next March at the Los Angeles Coliseum in the tradition of Live Aid and Farm Aid. Working title, Aid for AIDS. Rob?
Thank you, Rona. There was a reunion of note in Colorado celebrating a movie of the 50s that has come back and music of the 40s which never went away. Lisa Gibbons has that story.
Glenn Miller was raised in Colorado, and part of the 1954 film was shot in and around Denver. The stars of the movie, Jimmy Stewart and June Allison, came back to celebrate its second premiere. Partly due to the success of its recent re-release of several Hitchcock films starring Jimmy Stewart, Universal thought the time was right to dust off another James Stewart movie, this one about the legendary band leader.
It's nice and it's clean, and there's not a swear word in it. There's no blood and violence, and it's just a wonderful, lovely, sweet movie.
A stereo soundtrack never used in the original has blended the technology of today with the music of yesterday, with the hope of introducing the film to a new audience.
So many of us, many people sort of grew up with that music, and to feel that really it hasn't died off, that it's withstood the test of time, I think it's kind of nice.
In Denver, Lisa Gibbons, Entertainment Tonight. Actor Robert Guillaume, star of Benson, and producer Donna Brown were married Wednesday in Los Angeles. And Hollywood stuntman Harvey Perry died in Sherman Oaks, California, Wednesday at age 85. Perry, who was only 5'6", was small in stature but big in talent. Not only did he walk on the wings of airplanes and fly through the air in circus scenes, Perry's size also enabled him to stand in as a double for Shirley Temple and Mary Pickford.
It's dilemma time again for the weekend TV sports viewer, whether to watch baseball games as the season draws to a close or football games with the season just getting underway. Whichever you choose, there's one certainty. Those commercials are going to keep on coming, and Mike Lederman reports.
Give me a light. Go! Bud Light.
Budweiser's Gimme a Light commercials have caught on with the public and are selling Bud Light beer. Glowing with success, Bud is filming its latest light here in Chicago. And the star of this spot is the exploding scoreboard at Comiskey Park, the one that shoots fireworks sky high when a White Sox player hits a home run. Instead of a homer, the cue for the fireworks this time is
the Bud Light.
The sequence is a bunch of guys sitting up in the stands near the scoreboard in the background, and this actor says, hey, give me a light, to a vendor. And as he does it, the entire scoreboard just explodes. I mean, we're going to have fireworks and lights streaming around and pictures are changing. And he goes, no, 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 Bud Light. Roll baseball footage, please.
Now, here's the finished product.
And action, guys.
Don't just ask for a light. Give me a light. No, Bud Light.
In Chicago, I'm Mike Lederman, Entertainment Tonight.
Here's the ET Digest for Friday, the 20th of September. On television, the season premiere of Webster on ABC. The season premiere of Knight Rider on NBC. In the bookstore, Elvis and Me by Priscilla Presley. In concert, Milton Berle at Resorts International in Atlantic City. And celebrating birthdays today, Sophia Loren is 51, Ann Mira, 56, and Dr. Joyce Brothers is 57.
Coming up next, behind the scenes on Spencer for Hire with Robert Urich.
And ahead, Marielle Hemingway. At the age of 23, she's a 10-year movie veteran.
I want him to reach.
Asteroid approaching. Collision course.
I want him to grow.
Roger, taking evasive action.
I want him to go as far as he can possibly go.
Mission Control here.
breakfast.
I give him his Tang.
Stand by to refuel.
Tang gives him his full day's vitamin C. I give him whatever it takes to be whatever he's gonna be.
Mom, you're a great supply officer.
I start him on his way with Tang.
Stuart, you still up? Experimenting with another cold's medicine? Oh, it's nighttime, honey. Where's the NyQuil?
I took this, but I'm still coughing, aching, feverish.
But NyQuil relieves your sniffling, sneezing, and stuffy head, plus coughs, aches, and fever, all so you can rest. Are you resting now? Oh.
NyQuil, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever, so you can rest medicine. From Vicks, of course.
I may look rich, but I'm not. I just know how to decorate rich. Look what I found today. Ready-made blinds by Levolor. They come in popular sizes and are very affordable. They're so easy to hang, so smart-looking, and they're real Levolor blinds, not imitations. How to decorate rich when you're not. Ready-made blinds by Levolor.
Hi, I'm Tom Kennedy from WHDH, Radio 850 AM, and we've got a brand new contest for you. The WHDH Free Money Checkbook is coming soon in your mailbox. You can win fabulous prizes like an elegant new car, luxurious home furnishings, a trip around the world, or cash. You choose. Look for the HDH Free Money Checkbook in your mailbox. Then listen for one of your winning serial numbers on WHDH, Radio 850 AM. It's in the mail.
Here are some revised Nielsen numbers for the latest morning show ratings. ABC's Good Morning America was first with a 4.5, and two corrections from our report yesterday. The Today Show was a close second with a 4.4, not a 4.1, and the CBS Morning News was third with a 2.8 rating, not a 2.6.
Among the season premieres this weekend on television, Saturday night, Hunter begins its second season of Chasing Bad Guys on NBC. And two new shows, Lime Street and Hollywood Beat, make their debuts on ABC. Also on that network this evening, Robert Urich's Spencer for Hire hits the mean streets of Boston in its premiere episode. The series is based on the popular Robert B. Parker novel, Promised Land. But in the transition from novel to television, there's bound to be a change.
The individual episodes will compress more action into a limited space. Any cinematic, whether feature film or television, series or episode, emphasizes activity, drama, as opposed to discourse.
Supporting cast members include Richard Jekyll, Barbara Stock, and Avery Brooks, who plays the part of Hawk.
When Spencer's in real trouble, he calls Hawk. He's a muscle guy, right? And he works for whoever pays the highest dollar.
Hey, Spencer. Feel like a real workout. Come on, put the trunks on.
There's always an ironic twist in the classic sense of the genre in these stories where the detective is oftentimes hurt by what he does or has to do or the end result.
I was out to save one 17-year-old kid. And I failed.
This Sunday night, the 37th Annual Emmy Awards will be presented. Rehearsals have been going on all week, and Lisa Gibbons stopped by for this report.
This year's 3-hour broadcast is being produced by two veterans usually associated with Broadway, but certainly no strangers to award shows.
7, 8, 1, 2.
Hildy Parks and Alexander Cohen are the longtime producers of Broadway's Tony Awards, as well as the recent Night of 100 Stars shows.
You are now producing for the screen, the small screen at that, and for the living room. And that's what's exciting about it for us. That's what makes it different.
The theme of the Emmys this year is really the theme music of television, and they are a part of our musical culture. So hopefully it's going to be an evening of wall-to-wall music, during which we will bestow these 32 awards.
Lisa Gibbons, Entertainment Tonight.
Another big weekend TV viewing event will be the Farm Aid benefit concert from Memorial Stadium on the campus of the University of Illinois. Before the music begins, some politicking took place yesterday. 3 farm aid principals went to Washington, D.C. to lend their support to some pending farm legislation and to talk about Sunday's concert. Peter Quinn-Hackis has details.
They've had farm protesters in the nation's capital before, but none with as much media appeal as these patron saints of the upcoming Farm Aid concert. They made the traditional Capitol Hill photo opportunity circuit, then gave reporters a taste of what we'll probably be hearing in large quantities along with the music.
There's an American spirit problem that could really mushroom if we let the family farmer go down and the conglomerate farmer totally take over for purely economic reasons and forget the human elements involved here.
That message, more than the money raised, is what Nelson says Farm Aid's all about.
MTV is recording it and releasing it 3 or 4 days or a week later. It's also going to be simulcast on 400 radio stations throughout the country and another syndicated 180 television stations. So this is going to bring a lot of attention to this problem, and this is mainly what we're trying to do.
In Washington, Peter Quinn-Hackis, Entertainment Tonight.
What's hot on the country music scene? Farmers, absolutely, but the 50s as well. Here's a look at the #1 country single in America, according to Billboard. It's Ronnie Millsap's Lost in the 50s.
Buddy, say honey.
Welcome to the Bear Family Reunion.
Hold still for one more.
There's Mother Bear and Father Bear and Buster Bear. Cousin Leonardo Bear, the famed painter. Auntie Mine Bear, the actress, and her husband, the very rich Banker Bear.
What's your view of Wall Street?
I'm bearish. Jogger Bear has stubbed his toe, and Nurse Bear advises,
just grin and bear it.
while Cheerleader Bear cheers her way into everyone's hearts.
Hey, Teddy!
No run-of-the-mill bears, the Bear family has roots in a noble tradition. With a humped back, round body, long arms, big feet, jointed legs, arms, and head that mark the true teddy, each bear lovingly handmade of 23 parts, even the tiny tongue, mouth, and sweet nose hand-sewn, a collector's joy. This portrait of the Bear family reunion and the bears themselves make every home a happier place. And it's so easy to build your collection. Simply call 1-800-445-4040 and Mother Bear will soon arrive, complete with summer hat, scarf, and flower basket. Then, each month, another member of the family arrives, 12 in all, each only $16.95. A remarkable price for handmade, authentic teddies of this quality, far less than you pay for comparable quality in retail stores. Best order by credit card or pay COD with a $1 service charge or mail your check or money order for $18.90 payable to Bears, Box 800, Bear, Delaware. There's no risk. You may return any bear within 30 days to Kent Collectibles. The adjustable stand, this parchment scroll of the Bear family tree, and the full-color portrait are yours. No added charge. Bring the Bear family into your family. Call 1-800-445-4040 and get ready to open your arms and heart. One word of caution.
Have you got any honey?
There are several new movies moving into theaters today. Plenty, starring Meryl Streep, has a limited release, while Thunder Alley, a rock-themed story, and Creator, a romantic black comedy, open across the country. Barbara Hauer talked with Creator co-star Marielle Hemingway about her varied acting career.
At the tender age of 23, Marielle Hemingway has already been making movies for a decade. She's reached a point where she's known as an actress, and not just as the granddaughter of a famous writer. In Creator, she takes a starring role opposite Peter O'Toole as a free-spirited teenager. And according to Hemingway, it's just about her favorite character to date.
2 weeks ago, my boyfriend took off. And I think maybe he got me pregnant.
It's a role that I grieved having to leave because I loved her so much. I love her so much. I think she's such a wonderful woman. I mean, she was so much fun to do. Whenever I talk about her, I smile. She had fun in life, but she was sensible. She was bright.
In every role you've played, you've taken enormous risks. Now, are you aware you're taking a chance, or does it just happen?
I think I do a combination. I think part of me can't look at it too closely because then it would paralyze me and I wouldn't be able to do it. And then part of me gets very excited about having to take that risk.
You really have been treated rather deferentially by Hollywood since you started at age 13.
Yeah, I think so.
Does that give you confidence?
Yes, it does give me confidence. It makes me wary because I wonder if I'm going to get that sort of respect. And I mean, because you never know. I mean, in this business, it's so, you know, flavor of the month, and you know, next month you're not wanted anymore, so you get very fearful.
Your sister Margot, who actually gave you your start in films, her career is kind of flattened out, while yours is just soaring. I know the two of you are close. How do you handle this between you?
Well, I think it's different. She lives in Europe. She does a lot of things there. There's no, I mean, we deal with it. We've been around fame, so it's no big deal. You know that it comes and goes, you know, and next month or next year, she could be soaring. And, you know, nobody would be talking about me.
Creator is an unusual film about an unusual subject. How well does it work? Here's Leonard Maltin with his review.
You've got 2 labs?
Each has its place. At the university, I try to please the federal government. Here, I negotiate with God.
I've always thought that Peter O'Toole could read the yellow pages and make them sound interesting, but that's no reason to actually give him the phone book as a script. In Creator, he's playing the same part he's done before, and he'll probably do again because he does it so well. You know the character already, a lovable eccentric.
Dr. Wolper, I have to take at least 12 credits this
Harry, you worry far too much. Watch. Introduction to the big picture. 12 credits.
That's it? One course in the big picture, 12 credits.
It's very big. 12 credits probably isn't enough. It's so big.
I'd like to get back on the registration.
The big picture, of course, is life. And O'Toole, the mad scientist, takes Vincent Spano under his wing as he tries to restore life to his beloved wife, who died 30 years ago. Meanwhile, Mariel Hemingway comes along, and for reasons that are never made clear, they fall in love. I didn't believe anything about this movie, not for a minute. Not the love story or the relationships of the characters or the conclusion. Doesn't leave much else, does it? Well, I do believe in Peter O'Toole and his great talent, so I hate to see him wasting it in such a trivial and forgettable movie. Creator is innocuous enough, but it just doesn't add up to anything. So all it adds up to on my scale is a 4. I'm Leonard Maltin, Entertainment Tonight.
Dynasty lookalikes and a first look at Barbara Mandrell's new son when Entertainment Tonight returns. Check your local listings for time and station this weekend as Entertainment This Week turns the spotlight on Albert Finney,
Liza Minnelli,
Dire Straits,
Bob Uecker,
and Sissy Spacek with Rona Barrett.
This weekend, all new on Entertainment This Week.
Today, Dr. Mickey at DDS told me about creepy cavities.
At DDS, all of my patients are kids. That's my specialty.
He puts creepy cavities to sleep and swoosh, takes them away.
And in this day and age, it's really possible to prevent kids from getting cavities.
He wants me to join his no cavity club.
I think those kids really trust me.
So I'm joining.
DDS, dentistry you believe in.
Remember that crazy shopping day with Joan?
Oh, Coke can keep you closer.
It was a day full of laughs, especially when Joan decided to find the perfect color nail polish for you.
Oh, Coke can keep you closer.
Give Joan a call, because this evening with New England Telephone, 5 minutes anywhere in your area code is about $1, or about the price of some nail polish.
Dunkin' Donuts introduces fresh-baked croissants in the tradition of France's great pastry chefs.
They are brilliant. My life is over. 200 years of tradition down the tubes. My reputation will be gone.
Light, flaky croissants from Dunkin' Donuts, baked fresh every day in lots of delicious varieties. France's great pastry chefs should find them interesting.
Coming up this weekend with Dave Finnegan.
Hi, I'm Dave Finnegan. Coming up this weekend on Saturday night, we'll take a look at the AIDS controversy in Boston's public schools. And then we'll take a look at a bizarre case of a DSS, that is the Department of Social Services worker, maybe kidnapping a foster child. And capping it off on Sunday morning, Senator Bulger goes head-to-head with members of the press on libel of public officials. Join us, will you?
been a strange year for the celebrity look-alike business. 1985 has seen the search for a Mr. Clean clone, as well as a hunt for Lady Liberty in time for her 100th birthday. Now the word's gone out on Primetime's steamiest soap. Peter Quinn Hackus has more.
Linda Evans herself might have gotten lost in this crowd. They're here counting down to next week's Dynasty season premiere with a look-alike contest for charity.
I think Crystal Carrington emulates the kind of person I am in real life.
Me and my sister watch Dynasty every Wednesday night together, and I always call her Mummy, and she always calls me Amanda.
I don't really watch Dynasty at all.
I think all women have a little bit of Alexis in them, a little bit of bitch.
I look like the real Joan Collins before she had her nose fixed, her teeth fixed.
The momentary stars danced and partied their way to the big finale, the best Dynaster winning a year's contract with the National Lookalike Service. In the end, it was a dream come true for this 39-year-old tanning spa manager who's always wanted to be a model.
I just don't know what to say, except that I think I'm going to start crying.
In Washington, Peter Quinn Hackus, Entertainment Tonight.
And from the birth of that new career to the birth of Barbara Mandrell's new baby, here's a first look at Nathaniel Mandrell Dudney, born just 2 weeks ago. Word is that mother and son are both doing just fine.
Cute-looking little guy, isn't he?
Sure is.
An all-star lineup this weekend on Entertainment This Week. Liza Minnelli, Albert Finney, Dire Straits, and Sissy Spacek with Rona Barrett. I'll be on hand along with Lisa Gibbons, so please watch. You'll watch, won't you?
Of course, Rob. Talk to me like that. And of course, the inside story plus interviews from the Emmy Awards Monday on Entertainment Tonight. You'll be here. And on the scene report from the Farm Aid concert in Illinois. Last night in Tucson, Arizona, Don Henley, Bonnie Raitt, Stevie Nicks, Jackson Browne, just to name a few, performed for Sanctuary, the organization helping Central American refugees. Here is Bonnie Raitt with Stevie Ray Vaughan. Enjoy your weekend.
Bye-bye.
This is meteorologist Harvey Leonard. Fall officially begins Sunday night. Will it finally feel like fall by then? We'll catch my latest forecast tonight at 11 on the New England News.